Hey everybody, welcome to episode 4 of National Heart Month, focusing on just bringing more awareness to what heart disease is, all the different forms of it, who's at risk, and things that you can do immediately to lower your risk and hopefully God's will and yours to prevent any type of heart disease. My name is Vicki Layton, and this is just a combination of 17 years of studying nutrition, natural medicine, being in fitness industries, and paying attention to a lot of statistics and a lot of research. And I just think it's time that this information gets shared, because this disease and the occurrence is happening on a more frequent level. And what I've seen in the last several years that's really alarming to me personally is more of this is happening to people many, many years younger. I remember being back in college at Boston University and doing an adjunct program with a med school, and they talked about a lot of these things happening to people 20 years older than the statistics are showing today. So more pollutants in the air, we've gotten a little lazier, there's less movement, we're eating high-fat foods. The basics are the basics, whether they're talking about how to get people healthier and fit in the gym. And it's funny, you're going to see a common denominator that so many of these risk factors, they're not like weird things. Here's the truth. If you had a certain blood type and that was going to just plague you forever, you could never change that. These are lifestyle, choices that we're making. And, I hope that I can move a lot of you guys just out of ignorance and, your blissful ignorance. Yeah, if I scare the poop out of you a little bit, I'm okay with that, because I know the pendulum will swing somewhere in the middle eventually, and you're just going to be what I call like a healthy vigilance and taking care of your health. So, again, today I'm going to talk about couple things. Number one, I'm going to share 2 weird signs that often go unnoticed that people don't even know are clear signs of a form of like a coronary heart disease, peripheral artery disease, all forms of heart disease. So first of all, I want to thank you guys that watched my video on all the myths of salt yesterday, getting lots of comments about people not understanding that there was refined, unrefined salt, table salt. All the people making a movement to get sea salt. Why was it better before and it's an issue now? And what's the real scoop with Himalayan salt? That's been cured in the mountains in the Himalayas for over 200 million years. There's a reason why that is of the healthiest, purest form. But a lot of people, I started that video off, I was just going to share with people about getting that 1,500 milligrams maximum per day, which is still true, because what I'm really referring to is the salt that you have access to, the stuff that's in foods and whatnot. Well, when you make choices, if we all ate fruits and vegetables and grains and nuts, we wouldn't have this problem. But, if you can stay away from those packaged foods, processed food, the type of sodium that's in there is the refined stuff that's been chemically washed. All the problems I told you about, the body can't relieve it. It's taking massive amount of energy and water to try to break down and metabolize those particles. It's expending our energy. It's causing arthritis, rheumatism, gout. Watch that video. If you haven't watched it, so many people have been like, oh my God, Vicki, I had no idea. And I'm like, cool. It's just knowledge is power. That's why I'm sharing it with you. So, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm finally getting out of my own way after all these years of people telling me, and putting my thoughts down on paper and in video so anybody in the world can share it. And ask questions and all that good stuff. So heart disease, we already know. I made a mistake. I underestimated. Actually, in 2011, the most recent statistic, heart disease took the lives of 787,000 people in our country. That's scary. Coronary heart disease killed more than half of them at 380,000. Okay, so I'm not here to scare people to death. There's all types of risk factors. Number one, smoking, increased blood pressure, increased cholesterol, alcohol abuse, obesity. A lot of people don't realize that. What is obesity about? I've been concerned lately that obesity now is linked to different forms of cancer. Whoa. And then never mind the vanity reason that people think and energy and all that, but obesity puts more strain on the heart, and it actually has a vicious cycle. It actually aids to the people being more sedentary and to building up more plaque in their arteries. So, that's a choice. You can get working on that. Diabetes puts people at a higher risk category. Inactivity, lack of exercise. The American Heart Association recommends 30 minutes moderate exercise 5 times a week, or 20 minutes a little more rigorous 3 times a week. Okay, and the new one is stress and depression, anger and hostility. Those are being now directly linked to heart disease. Good time to take up yoga and some meditation, guys. Stress is a killer. It really is. That's no longer a saying. So let's talk about these 2 weird symptoms, okay? Did you know that some people have a diagonal crease in their earlobe? It's so weird, often goes undetected, okay? A lot of you are going to run to the mirror. I'm not going to get into this right now, but it is a sign. It was controversial for a while. Now more doctors are agreeing, maybe due to poor circulation. happen, but it's a reason if you notice it. It would be a diagonal line here. Get it checked out by a doctor. It could be an early sign of coronary heart disease. The one I really want to talk to you about today is a form of peripheral arterial disease. That's things that affect blood vessels below our heart, below our stomach, the things that control the blood flow to our limbs, our arms and legs. Something I've witnessed firsthand with members in the gym and sent them to the doctor over the last several years is when people start to exercise, they start feeling pain either in their butt, their glutes, their thighs, or their calves. And what happens is they notice that it's pain or it's burning, tingling, but it's uncomfortable when they exercise. So naturally the person stops exercising and then the pain goes away. The problem is people are stopping exercising when actually that's one of the main reasons, that's one of the main signs of this peripheral artery disease. Okay, so if it stops right when you stop exercising, that could be a sign. Hardening of the arteries and narrowing of blood vessels, that's atherosclerosis. Unfortunately, most people have this condition, tend to stop exercising because it hurts, right? Instead of seeing a doctor. This is a shame, because with peripheral artery disease, especially people who are smokers and diabetics, they are at risk for a lethal heart attack and stroke, and also can result in limb loss. Don't take that lightly. Early diagnosis is key. Little quote from Ben Franklin, I read it earlier, 1 ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? So quitting smoking is the number one thing. You know, the nicotine and carbon monoxide have already been proven that it's really hurting people's circulation in their body. There's just no need anymore to smoke. It's not sexy. Get it out of there. Exercise, you know, you want to get exercising because exercise helps your body to build new blood vessels and increase circulation. And some people, unfortunately, also need to have prescriptions. One other thing, if you have noticed, if you have wounds, you know, on your arms and legs that are not healing, you need to go to a doctor. That could be a more progressive form, and that could require them to do surgery to basically open up your blocked veins, just like the persistent bad leg pain. So I'm hoping that's helping you guys. Again, I just wanted to give some quick stats. Real quick, a couple of you guys that I asked to go to the doctors this week or to the fire station to get your friendly blood pressure reading. I'm really excited that I did, because 2 people came back and told me, 2 young people that are healthy, right? And we're supposed to be 120 over 80. 2 people came back and told me that they were, one of them was 160 over 100. Okay, they're already at hypertension stage 1. The other person was at 150, I think it was over 99. So same thing, hypertension stage 1. Guys, you got to pay attention to this. High blood pressure is a silent killer. It doesn't show signs until it's too far advanced, okay? Obesity. Okay, you got contraptions like this at your local gym, okay? Even if you don't belong to a gym, go pay their $10 guest fee and get figured out. All right, look at this chart, guys. I've said this to people for years. You don't have to look like Fat Albert to be obese. There's a certain amount of body fat that is considered too much fat on the exterior, visceral fat around your organs, and it puts you at risk of heart disease. And honestly, it really comes down to, for women, anybody over 32%, which, by the way, is over 90% of people that join any gym that I've ever run or owned. So get your body fat percentage checked, okay? Guys, I love you. Add a bowl of oatmeal. That's just good stuff, straight old oatmeal. We can talk about that later. It's just been proven to really help with heart health and you know, get things moving, keep you regular, reduce cholesterol, good things like that. Doctors recommend the Mediterranean diet, staying low, low to no saturated fats, definitely no trans fats. It's okay though to have the, you know, the unsaturated fats, your fish, your avocados, good stuff. Definitely get a lot more greens. Definitely recommended to get seaweed, sea vegetables. Also, if you're looking at natural supplements, you know, look at things that have like L-arginine. That's a powerful amino acid that creates nitric oxide that opens up our blood vessels, increases circulation. Most of us in this country are vitamin D deficient. And why is that happening? None of us would be if we spent 20 minutes in the sun without sunscreen 3 times a week. The problem is with all the worry about cancer, which is real, all of us have been putting sunscreen on, and that is blocking the effects of the vitamin D conversion. So you may want to get that in a good supplement, an all-natural supplement. So guys, hope that helps. Love you to death. Take care of you. Today's a new day. It's a day full of possibilities and choices, and my wish for you is you'll make great ones. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave me some notes. Let me know if this information is helping you, and please take care of yourself. Exercise, stay away from those trans fats, share this knowledge with other people. You can save a life. I love you.